Let me show you how the Spark 2 changed my practice and jam sessions. Let me show you a few of the features that have been game-changing when it comes to practice. The first one is the looper. So they have a simple looper and then there's a groove looper. So I'll show you the simple looper first. We'll start simple. Okay, so here's the screen for the simple looper. So you can set your BPM, you can do the loop length, the count. We'll just keep it at 120 for right now. All right, let's put together a loop. So I'm gonna turn the volume of the click up a little bit. Volume up if we want. All right, so that's the simple looper. Now we're gonna go to the groove looper. Same thing, you can set your BPM, your bar length, however, count-ins and all that good stuff. But you have a drummer at your fingertips. So, boom, look at all this. There's I think it's over 100 or there's hundreds of drum loops to choose from. You got pop, funk, rock. So once you've chosen your drum loop, you can go into your little mixer and then decide on volumes. If you want your guitar to be louder, drums to be quieter, very helpful. Sometimes it's nice to practice to drums versus just a metronome. This next feature is super cool. So check this out. This is the Spark AI. So let's say you have a tone in mind and you really want to bring that tone to life, but maybe you don't have a lot of time or you just want to get to practicing. Let's look for a heavily gated metal tone. Here are your presets. All right, let's try them. Curious. Let's try a really heavily affected tone. A clean tone with chorus and a rich hall reverb. Here are your presets. All right, click. It's exactly what I was imagining. So if you do want to take your time in dialing in a tone, there are lots of new amps, remastered sounds, some blues tones. There's lots of presets you can choose from, but you can also make your own combinations of pedals and effects and amps and stuff. There are some bass amps you can choose from as well, and let me tell you, I've run my bass through the Spark and it sounds great. You can also put acoustic instruments through the Spark. I've done my acoustic guitar, I've done my ukulele. There's a pop section. There's plenty of effects to choose from. There's gates, there's compressors, wahs, drives, there's modulation and EQ, a bunch of different delays. You got digital delays, vintage delays, reverse delays, echo tape, all that good stuff. Check this out. Also a bunch of reverbs. You can change the parameters within each effect. So there's a lot to choose from when it comes to creating the perfect tone on the Spark 2. You can access the amps, the tones, the pedals, the effects, the looper, all that good stuff on the Spark app. It took seconds for my Spark to connect to my phone too. And you can use this as a Bluetooth speaker too. So if there's a song that you want to jam out to that you can connect your Spotify or your Apple Music, or honestly just your phone because it'll play YouTube videos too. And boom, you can practice with that too. You can save presets on the top here, and then you can also access and make loops using the buttons on the top of the amp as well. And I'm not sure if I need to mention this because you can probably see it, but this amp is super portable. And if you're anything like me, I really enjoy getting out of my comfort zone when it comes to practicing. And sometimes that means getting out of the environment you're used to practicing in. It's nice to be able to take this and take my practice literally anywhere. And there's a headphone out. So I can literally take this to a coffee shop. I can play it in a car on family road trips and not have to worry about annoying anyone in the other seats. But you may be thinking, how can you take it anywhere? Is it battery powered? Yes, it is. I am plugged in currently, but you have that option. And there's a nice little carrying strap. Cute. I'd like to know, what do you think? Do you think this would level up your practice? And I'd also like to know, where would you take your practice? Leave a comment below. Peace.